One of my chores when I was small was to carry the wood to the house. So my parents instilled the values of it pays off to work hard, taking care of the forest, taking care of trees. Taught me basically two things. It's heavy to push the wheelbarrow, especially when you're a child. So there must be a better way of doing that. And also there is probably a better way to get energy than using the trees that have fallen down. I started to think about solving these problems. So the industry in Sweden, when my parents worked, it was an industry which was based on combustion engines, which used fossil fuels. I felt I wanted to not just have a job, I wanted to contribute to the society in a good way, in a positive way. I wanted to make sure that most of my time is spent developing solutions. And I found PowerCell, where I work with colleagues which shares the same values and goals as I do.
I think it has always come easy for me, the science part. And I always want to understand more. I'm a curious person. I've always been interested in or wanted to take care of nature. I like to work hands-on, but also understand why things behave as they do. I started at PowerCell 13 years ago, directly after I finished my PhD in material science. I have gotten used to being part of an environment where you constantly need to change, and I have seen the beauty in that as well.
It didn't alter the flow, but it altered what you measured.
Early adopters are important. Someone shows that it is possible to use the technology, that it actually works. Ongoing success for PowerCell is that we support our customers in the energy transition. We believe that we need to develop something that could be used for everybody in the future. The majority of the co-workers, they are there because they want to make a difference.
PowerCell is a company that sells fuel cell technology to electrify society, but we also represent, hopefully, a growing new industry where we can replace fossil fuel economy with a new, more sustainable economy. I think one important characteristic of the pioneer is to have the courage to strive for something that is so challenging or so ambitious that it's viewed as unrealistic or even naive. Air pollution is affecting people today. It's a high cost in health, it's a high cost for society to cope with it. So this is truly a point in time where you have this decarbonize or die situation.
There's a lot of work to do in trying to clean up the whole carbon chain and create a green hydrogen infrastructure. But if a hydrogen fuel cell is used in place of a petrol engine in a vehicle right now, today, the only emission to that local environment from the fuel cell is water, not polluting gases.
A hydrogen fuel cell is a machine which combines hydrogen molecules with oxygen molecules at low temperatures and low pressures. And what it produces is electricity. If the hydrogen is created using renewable energies, it's called green hydrogen. The amount of renewable energy is not sufficient to produce all the green hydrogen needed. That's why we need to build the wind farms, the solar panels, the hydro, things like this.
Innovation in a technology shift is not just executing a perfect plan. Pioneering requires the courage to make mistakes, but also with a great respect for the individual to make sure that every individual in a group can contribute with their individual brilliance. Every journey starts with a step. We need to start working with what is good enough today.
We are seeing more orders from customers. It is a testament to them taking responsibility for trying to reduce local air pollution through the use of our fuel cells. This is an indicator to me that the energy transition is gaining momentum. Engineers tend to strive for perfection. So if you always strive for perfection and don't execute on it until it's perfect, I think then you're too late. So my challenge is to get my engineers to see the brilliance of good enough. Good enough is quite often better than you expect.
The hopes I have for my children when they grow up is that they should at least have as good opportunities that I have. I see the solutions around me and we can do it. So if people feel overwhelmed about the current state of the climate, the best thing that you can do is actually to look at what you do on your private life and also work and see if there's any changes that you can do that is moving towards the sustainability. I found that everybody can do something.